Hey, what's up? How you doing, everyone? I'm James and this is SwitchWatch. I'm back today with another review, and this one is Candle, the Power of the Flame. It's the first game by developer Teku Studios, and we've got a copy from Merge Distribution, so thank you very much to those guys for giving us this copy. Is this one worth your hard-earned cash? Is it any good? Let's jump in and find out. Candle, the Power of the Flame opens up with a strong cutscene, and the story has a very tribal feel that is not too heavy but interesting, and we get to see glimpses of this fairy tale unfold throughout the game's charming atmosphere. We play as Teku, a light guide in the service of Yaka, our tribe's shaman. Our tribe is attacked by the hated Watcher clan, which has left the village in flames, and our master, Yaka, has gone missing. Sworn to protect our master, we must venture forth to save him from the evil Watcher. The story is secondary to gameplay, but it frames the charming surroundings without slowing down your progression. Candle, the Power of the Flame is an action-adventure game that revolves around solving its many puzzles while surviving the world's various dangers. The game takes place across a series of screens in which, as Teku, you need to figure out how to progress. To figure out these puzzles, you will need to pay close attention to the small details and avoid pitfalls and traps. Teku has an interesting quirk. As a light guide, his left hand has been replaced with a perpetual candle. You can put it out but relight it if you find a torch or fire pit in which to do so at any point. The game uses this throughout. You'll find some mobs are afraid of the light and will cower away from it. Without this, they will kill you if you get too close. On the flip side, you will need to sneak past some mobs who will be alerted if the light is lit. Solving these sections often requires you to track back once you have new items. The trick is figuring out what is used where, and like all head scratchers, sometimes you will need to think outside the box in order to progress. The game is difficult, but I found that eventually I could figure out how to progress either from spotting a small detail I'd missed or through trial and error. It can be frustrating at times if you do find yourself stuck, particularly in some of the longer puzzles that involve timing and multiple screens. Failing and dying will leave you annoyed after a while, but on the flip side, you will feel a sense of achievement if you persevere, and everything is cleverly put together. Whilst the controls are simple, they can be a little bit unforgiving, particularly jumping, which requires you to be quite precise, perhaps slightly overly so. The world is well laid out, and whilst the platforming elements and timing are important, this plays closer to a point and click game than something fast paced like Another World. The soundtrack uses South American tribal music to great effect. In particular, the wind instruments featured add to the sense of wonder and adventure. The sound effects are equally good, from enraging enemies and creeping across maps and all sorts of manner of things. Every inch of the game was painstakingly hand painted in watercolours and then digitised. This process must have taken the team of two developer Teku a crazy amount of time. Indeed, it's a labour of love, and the result is beautiful visuals with the dreamlike quality. Each image was drawn, and the backgrounds, objects and characters have been scanned and layered to excellent effect. The style reminds me of a child's fantasy tale, something like the Gruffalo or another epic in a good way. Motion is pleasant as well, which is something that is critical when embarking on such an ambitious visual project. On the move, the game looks great still, and performance, whether on the move or in a docked mode, is excellent with no bugs, slowdown or screen tear on show, at least during my playthrough. At $14.99 in the US and £11.99 in the UK, Candle is fairly priced for those who enjoy a challenging action-adventure game. There are enough fiendish puzzles to keep you engrossed throughout its campaign, and the effort that went into this beautiful game has to be considered. There is no longevity or replay value, but the first playthrough was a blast for me. Overall, Candle, the Power of the Flame is a beautifully hand-drawn world that backs us up with an interesting adventure full of puzzles and pitfalls. If you enjoy games that are more about using your cognitive power than skill play and appreciate the stylistic and beautiful art here, this may be a really good addition to your Nintendo Switch collection. Overall, a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Well, that's it from me today, guys. I'm James and this is SwitchWatch. If you enjoyed this one, then I'd love it if you gave us a thumbs up and give us a comment on this game or anything else Nintendo Switch related down below. If it's your first time here and you want us up to date with everything on the Nintendo Switch, we'd love it if you subscribed and stuck around. And to all of our subscribers out there, thank you very, very much. I'll see you again on the next one. Take care.